It's cultivated for us without the widespread use of chemical fertilizer because we prefer to have quality and not quantities.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's a very long time. That's it. Very good. Thank you.
And this is basically the whole company, right? Right there. Okay, 7 people, most of 2 men and 5 women.
Wow.
Okay, and yeah, 2 men and 5 women, and there's the whole.
They probably work here all their lives, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's all they do.
Is it a family? Or
Yeah, one family and some employee.
One
So,
family. So
right. So now let's go to the studio. Let's go test the pasta and the oil. Okay?
So this is my cooking studio. That's what we teach, and then that's where we showcase most of the product that we have. This product you can find in different area. I tell you after what to buy. After this, okay, I'm gonna let you taste one of my passata. Let's start the class. Okay, color has nothing to do. Okay, because the oil can be very light coming from the lake. Okay, can be very light, and then but the important thing is where it's cultivated, how it's cultivated. Remember, an extra virgin olive oil of quality needs to be hand-picked, right, and go into the mill, right, in 24 hours. The olives, they needed to be 3/4 of a green and a little bit of a black. Okay, they needed to be squeezed the right way. Okay, and that is what they call them the fast press, cold press. Okay, but remember, the extra virgin olive oil of a quality is always cold press. Okay, so many people, being that I'm in the restaurant business for 30 years, they ask me, why don't you make your own tomato sauce? Why don't you make your own marinara? Why don't you make your own mushroom sauce? So of course, you know, I inquired about, okay? I say, okay, you know, let me see if I can make my own sauce. So I start to inquiring how it's done. So then I went to the supermarket and I bought all the other chefs, you know, that they made already the marinara, the vodka sauce, the puttanesca. So I bought it a lot of money. And I open up the can and I test it and I say, oh, this is bad. And I throw them all out. But then I start to think about, and I say, but why all these top chefs that they make the sauce, it's so bad? I says, maybe if I make mine, it will be bad as well. And I start to inquire why. It's because once you make it for 10,000 people, and you add in garlic, onions, things, everything is start to like fermenting inside the sauce. So it changes the way the flavor is. So I said to myself, I don't want to do that. I don't want to become just like anybody else. So I went to the expo in Milano and in Italy to searching for great tomato, and I couldn't find no even there. Much better than the one here, but still nothing. Until I find a pure tomato, completely tomato, plum tomatoes. I tasted and I said, wow, that's great. I said, who makes it? And then this company says, you know, we hand-pick the tomato in Calabria, beautiful sun. We don't choose no other tomato that they are green or so. Only the best tomato. So when I tasted it, I say, wow, that's great. I'm going to bring this to the States. But then I say, well, how people, they're going to do the marinara, how they know how to use it. Then I put a recipe right next to it. So I say, put a little olive oil, put a little garlic, put one of these, warming up for 3 minutes, put whatever seasoning you want, and then that way you eat it the way you want. Cook your pasta. So why do you have to buy something already prepared? Where it's like me giving you 40 tomatoes from the market, and you know they came in from Italy, inside the bowl, inside the little jar. Okay. So I'm gonna take this, okay, and I pour it in, and I'm going to. You have a teaspoon over there, Caroline. Pass it down. I want you to test it just a little bit, okay? And then you give it back to me, okay? Use the spoon that you have.
okay,
Yeah.
can I take that?
Yeah. So now, what we do, we're gonna talk about the artisanal pasta, okay?
What is it called?
Artisanal pasta. So no, you know what the difference between commercial, industrial, and artisanal? The artisanal pasta, it's made more or less the same way as you make the industrial, but in a small batch, okay? The difference also is the wheat. We're using top durum wheat from Puglia, okay? No pesticides in it, high quality, and a little bit heavier than the other one. We don't use too much water, so we use the cold mixing, right? And then when we go through the dial, we don't use a Teflon dial, we use a bronze dial, very expensive. But then when we push it out, very gentle, okay? So the pasta doesn't have the stress, okay? And then it creates, the bronze dial creates a little roughness into the pasta, so that way the sauce hugs the pasta very well, and then you don't have to use too much sauce. Then the secret, besides the water and the flour and the gentle, I call the gentle extraction. Okay, now has to be dry. Dry in boxes. Okay, no more than 40 to 45 degrees. Gentle. So this way the protein and the gluten is all around the pasta. Okay, instead of the industrial, they push in the hot heat. Okay, and 100 grams will take care of 8 people. So let's try.
Two of them make an
appetizer. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, you are 5 people, right? So we're gonna cook it. Okay, so I'm gonna drop it in. So we put 11 minutes to cook the pasta, okay? So now, if I can make a great sauce, okay, in 3 minutes, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Like I said, I will cook with extra virgin olive oil. You don't have to use that much, okay? We use a little bit, okay? I'm gonna put some garlic. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to not crush the garlic, okay? If you want more flavor, you chop it, okay? If you want just the flavor and then you don't want to really eat the garlic, you can actually even remove it. But we're gonna keep it, okay? Madam, don't worry about it.
Another 10 minutes.
Don't worry about it, okay? So I'm gonna put some garlic. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to not crush the garlic, okay? If you want more flavor, you chop it, okay? If you want just the flavor and then you don't want to really eat the garlic, you can actually even remove it. But we're gonna keep it, okay? We're gonna do a tomato basil sauce. So I'm gonna add a little bit of onions as well, okay? See? Onions and garlic. So we're gonna mix it, right? And we're gonna cook it. But this is only your base. So let's say, for example, right now I wanna put mushrooms here, okay? Then become a mushroom sauce. If I take the garlic, the onions away, and I put some black olives and capers, a little anchovies, then I just made the puttanesca, right? Okay, but let's say, for example, right now, okay, I'm going to put the tomato. But you see this tomato here? I'm only going to put half, okay? Look. Okay? Look. I want to show you that this half tomato here and a little bit of water okay, a little bit of water, right, will take care 5 dishes of appetizer. So that means that a full one, okay, probably will take care 8 to 10, because the idea is to just warming up this for 2-3 minutes, add a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of oregano, a pinch of salt, and a little bit of basil. I put some olive oil in. So now we're gonna take, we have 5 people, I'm gonna take 5 spoons of Parmigiano. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Now this is a mixing of a pecorino and Parmigiano. And now we're going to mix it inside the sauce. See? Look how beautiful. Look at this. Nothing stick, right? And now we're gonna cook inside the sauce for a little bit until all this sauce gets absorbed by the pasta. You don't want the pasta, the sauce to be on top. You want to be all around, okay, the pasta. Okay, and you cook it like this. See? Very beautiful. Okay, and now we're ready to serve it.
Yeah, just give me a little bit because we didn't eat yet. No. Delicious. Delicious.
Now, so Marianne, we tasted a little bit of the olive oil. We tasted the pasta. What do you think?
I think it's delicious.
And what you thought of the consistency of the pasta?
It was delicious. It's
about for you?
like homemade.
It was absolutely perfect. Real. I like it al dente, and that's how you cooked it. It was superb.
And you said that
I thought it grew. The pasta grew, and you could. It was substantial. There
Right,
was.
right,
I mean,
right.
this is a meal,
Right.
and this I think is superb because tomato is my favorite
And
fruit.
between the all four of the
And-
olive oil, what you thought about the difference
I liked
between
the light,
You like the light?
and I liked this second one.
The
the
second. Okay, so
that
I
one.
like the second one also.